Hey guys, Couch Potato Mike here. The following video you are about to watch may contain language and scenarios of an adult, very adult nature. So if you are under the age of 18, I advise that you switch over to one of our other videos. And by our, I mean mine. My videos on the channel that is not me reading a very naughty book. So viewer discretion is advised. Okay, and now that the kids are gone, hey, what is up? This is Couch Potato Mike coming to you from the book club once again, where we are going to be reading chapter lucky number 13 of Freed by E.L.James. And I have been having a blast with this book. And I know I say that almost every video, but it just keeps getting better and better and better. It's a lot. The book is actually going to be a lot longer than I initially thought it was. I don't remember 50 Shades Freed being this long, but this is going into a lot more stuff. Like I said, 50 Shades Freed starts with them already on their honeymoon, and we haven't even got them married yet. So it's coming up, though. It's coming up in the storyline. It's like less than a week now. So we're going to be starting on Sunday, July the 24th of 2011. That is chapter 13. But before we jump to that, just want to remind you guys that only a small percentage of the people that watch this are subscribed. And I don't get that. You guys watch it, you'll like it, you'll love it. Subscribe. It's absolutely free. You get your money back if you don't like it. And it's not going to hurt anything. And it's going to make me happy. It makes me happy, guys. And, you know, give me the like for the algorithm and whatnot so more people can see or hear or experience these videos. There you go. And don't forget to subscribe. I think I already said that. And the thumbs up. And, oh, yeah. Ring the bell icon so you know when the next one's coming out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into Sunday, July the 24th of 2011. As we begin our descent into Boeing Field, I search for my seatbelt and chuckle to myself. I have spent most of today buckling and unbuckling. Elliot, sitting opposite me, looks up. What's so funny? Nothing. I just wanted to say thank you for today. It's been amazing. Elliot glances at his watch. Technically, it was yesterday. I've had a blast. You've acquitted yourself well as best man. Your one remaining duty is to make a speech. Doesn't have to be a long one. Elliot pales. Dude, don't remind me. Yeah, I make a face. I've still got to write my vows. Shit, that's heavy. He's horrified. But this time next week, it'll be over. You'll be married. Yeah, and on this plane. Cool. Where are you taking Anna? Europe, but it's a surprise. She's never left the U.S. Wow. I know. I never thought that I would. I can't. My voice trails off as a sudden unexpected surge of emotion sweeps over me. Is it fear, exhilaration, anxiety, or happiness? I don't know, but it's overwhelming. Fuck, I'm getting married. Elliot frowns. Dude, why? You're a good-looking guy, you're a douche, but hey, that's because you're master of the universe with a big swinging dick. He shakes his head. I never understood why you weren't interested in any of Mia's friends. They were always crushing on you, man. I thought you were gay. He shrugs. I smile knowing my whole family thought I was gay. I was just waiting for the right woman. I think you found her. His expression softens, but there's a wistful look in his vivid blue eyes. I think I have. Love suits you, Elliot says. And I roll my eyes at him because it's possibly the sappiest thing he's ever said to me. Get a room, boys, Mac exclaims as we touch down on the tarmac. I'm never going to let you forget that you're the only groom in the Pacific Northwest who remains sober at his own bachelor party. I laugh. Well, I'm just grateful I'm not handcuffed naked to a lamppost somewhere in Vegas. Dude, if I ever get married, that's exactly how I'd like to finish my bachelor party, Elliot says. I'll make a mental note. Elliot laughs. Time to wake Ethan. Taylor is at the wheel of the Q7 driving Elliot and me back to Escala. Mac and Ethan, after some backslapping goodbyes, have already left in a waiting cab. Thanks for this evening, Taylor. I say as I stretch out in the back. Elliot looks like he's asleep. It's been a pleasure, sir. His eyes meet mine in the rearview mirror, and even in this surrounding darkness, I notice the amused crinkles in the corners. I take my phone out of my jacket. No messages. Have you heard from Sawyer or Reynolds? Yes, sir, Taylor responds. Miss Steele and Miss Kavanaugh are still out. What? I check my watch. It's after 1 o'clock in the morning. Where is she? I swallow my alarm and glance at the comatose Elliot. At a nightclub. Which one? Trinity. Pioneer Square? Yes, sir. Take me there. Taylor's eyes flick to mine, his expression doubtful. You don't think it's a good idea? I ask. No, sir. Damn. Count to 10, Gray. I remember the one and only time I've been in a nightclub with Anna was at the bar in Portland where she was celebrating her final exams. She got so drunk she passed out. In my arms. Shit. Sir, Sawyer and Reynolds are with her. This is true. Put yourself in her shoes. Flynn's words nag me. This is her night with her friends. Gray, leave her be. Okay, take us back to Escala. Yes, sir. I hope I've made the right decision. I rouse Elliot as we pull into the underground garage at Escala. Wake up, we're here. I want to go home, but if you want a nightcap or something, I'm up for it. He can barely open his eyes. Taylor will take you home, Elliot. I'd like to see you into the apartment first, Mr. Gray, Taylor says. Okay, I sigh, knowing that he's still in mother hen mode, concerned about my safety. He parks beside the elevator and climbs out of the car. Elliot opens his eyes. I'll stay in the car, he mutters. I reach over to shake his hand, but he grabs it forcibly. Fuck off with your fucking handshake, he grumbles and tugs me into an awkward embrace, which is clumsy and male and welcome. Don't crease the suit, I warn, feeling oddly touched by his gesture. He releases me. Good night, bro. I slap his knee. Thanks again. Do you need the stuff you left here? I'll be back Friday night for the rehearsal dinner. Okay. Good night, Lilliet. He grins and closes his eyes. Taylor accompanies me up to the penthouse. You know you don't have to do this, Taylor. It's my job, sir. He looks straight ahead. Are you armed? Taylor's eyes flick in my direction. Yes, sir. I loathe firearms. I wonder if he took the gun to Canada, and, if so, how did he get it through security, but I don't want to know the gory details. Plausible deniability. Why don't you ask Ryan to take Elliot home? You must be exhausted. I'm good, Mr. Gray. Thank you again for your part in all the organization of today. He turns to me with a warm smile. It was a pleasure. The doors to the penthouse open and I wander in. Ryan is standing, waiting for me. Good evening, Mr. Gray. Ryan, hi. All quiet tonight? Yes, sir. Nothing to report. Do you need anything? No, I'm fine. Good night. I leave him in the foyer and amble into the kitchen. From the fridge, I pull a bottle of sparkling mineral water, unscrew the top, and start to drink directly from the bottle. My apartment is quiet. The low hum of the fridge and the distant rumble of traffic are the only sounds I hear. The place feels empty, because Anna's not here. My footsteps echo across the room as I meander to the window. The moon is high and it shines in a clear night sky with the promise of another halcyon day like today. Anna is near, under the same moon. She'll be home soon, surely. I lean my forehead against the glass. It's cool but not cold. As I let out a long sigh, my breath mists the pain. Shit. I saw her a few hours ago, and yet I'm missing her. For fuck's sake, Gray, you've got it bad. Pull yourself together. I've had the most fulfilling day. Carefree, adventurous, sociable. Flynn would be proud. I remember when we first sailed on the Grace, Anna asked me if I had any friends. Well, now I can say yes. Maybe. I don't understand why I'm suddenly feeling despondent. A familiar sense of loneliness is creeping into my psyche. I recognize its key ingredients. The emptiness, the longing, like I'm missing something. I've not felt it since I was a teenager. Hell. I haven't felt lonely for years. I've had my family, though I've kept them at a distance, and there was Elena, of course, and I've been content with my own company and the occasional company of my submissives. But now, without Anna here, I'm lost. Her absence is an ache, a scar on my soul. The silence is becoming intolerable. I would have thought, after all the noise of this evening, the bars, the nightclub, the casino floor, I would welcome some quiet. But no. The silence is oppressive and it's making me melancholy. Fuck this. I stalk over to the piano, lift the lid, and settle onto the stool. Taking a moment to gather my thoughts, I place my hands on the keys, enjoying the grounding feeling of the ivory beneath my fingertips. I began to play the first piece that comes to mind, the Bach Marcello, and I'm soon lost in the morose melody that perfectly reflects my mood. The second time through the composition, I'm distracted by a noise. Shh! I look up and Anna is standing by the kitchen counter, swaying slightly. She's carrying her strappy high heels in one hand, and she's wearing what looks like a plastic tiara that may have perched on the top of her head at one time, but is now looking decidedly lopsided. A sash with the word bride in an elaborate serif hangs over her shimmering black dress. She has her index finger to her lips. She is, without doubt, the most beautiful girl in the world, and I'm delighted she's home. Behind her, Sawyer and Reynolds are stony-faced. Rising from the stool, I tip my chin at them in thanks. They smile as one and leave us. Anna turns and stumbles a little to watch them leave. "Bye!" she almost shouts, and waves them away with a wide sweep of her arm. She's clearly intoxicated. Turning back to face me, she rewards me with the biggest, warmest, most drunken smile and stumbles toward me. "Mr. Christian Grey!" I catch her before she falls and fold her into my arms as she gazes up at me with unfocused joy. Her expression feeds my soul. "Miss Anastasia Steele, how lovely to see you. Did you have fun?" "The best." "Please tell me you had something to eat." "Yes, food has been eaten." She drops her shoes and they clatter on the floor while she winds her arms around my neck. "Can I fix your crown?" I try to straighten her tiara. "You fixed my crown long ago," she slurs. "What?" "You have the most beautiful mouth." She runs her index finger shakily over my lips. "Do I?" Yes. You do things to me with that mouth." "I like doing things to you with my mouth." "Shall we do it now?" Her unfocused gaze moves from my mouth to my eyes. Tempting though that sounds, I'm not sure that's a good idea right now. She sways a little, and I tighten my hold on her. "Dance with me," she mumbles, grinning at me. She lets her hands run down my jacket lapels and tugs me closer so I feel her down the length of my body. "We should put you to bed." "I want to dance with you," she whispers, and offers me her lips. "Anna," I warn, tempted to carry her to bed, but I'm enjoying the feel of her in my arms and the way she's imploring me with her big blue eyes. "Okay, what would you like to dance to?" I'm feeling indulgent. "Music!" I laugh, a little exasperated, and move us over to the kitchen counter where I pick up the remote and press play. Moby's Body Rock starts over the sound system. It's one of my favorites from my youth, but a bit frenetic for now. I skip the track and Nina Simone's My Baby Just Cares For Me echoes through the room. "This?" I state in response to Anna's inebriated smile. "Yes!" She throws her head and arms back with such enthusiasm that I almost drop her. "Shit, Anna!" I'm glad I have my arm around her waist, otherwise she'd be sprawled on the floor. She starts to stagger and I wonder if she's going to pass out. Then I realize she's attempting to dance. Whoa. I clamp my arms around her. I've never danced with someone as inebriated as Anna. She is all arms and legs and unpredictable spins. It's an education. I try to take both her hands and lead her around the room in a semblance of a dance that's more of a jig, so it's not entirely successful. It's unsettling. Suddenly she stops and clutches her head. "Oh, the room is spinning." "Oh no. I think we should go to bed." She looks up at me between her fingers. Why? What are you going to do? Is she flirting, or is this a serious question? Let you sleep, I replied, deadpan. She makes a face which I interpret as disappointment, but taking her hand, I guide her back to the kitchen counter. From the cupboard, I grab a glass and fill it with water. Drink this. I pass it to her, and she does as she's told. All of it. She narrows her eyes and squints, I suspect to get me in focus. You've done this before. Yes, with you, last time you were inebriated. She drains the glass and wipes her mouth with the back of her hand. Are you going to fuck me? No, not tonight. She frowns. Come. I guide her to the bedroom suite, switch on the bedside lights from the wall, and release her by the bed. Do you feel sick? No, she says emphatically. That's a relief. Do you need to use the bathroom? No. Turn around, I demand. She gives me a lopsided smile, and I remove the tiara. Turn around. Let me unzip your dress. I drag the ridiculous sash over her head. You are so good to me. She lays her hand on my chest, splaying out her fingers. Enough. Turn around. I won't ask you again. She grins. There he is. Oh, baby. I grasp her shoulders and gently turn her around so I can unfasten her dress. It obliges and falls immediately, pooling at her feet. She's wearing a black lacy bra, matching panties, and a white garter. I undo her bra and step forward, bringing her body flush to mine. I drag the straps down her arms. She rubs her ass against me and moves her hand behind her to fondle my more than interested dick. Anna. I allow myself a brief moment of pure pleasure and push my hips forward as her hand fumbles the length of my hardening cock. Yes. I drop her bra on the floor, move her hair aside, and run my lips down her neck. Stop, I whisper. She continues to rub her hand over me. I groan and step back. Kneeling, I slip the garter, which I suspect came with a sash and tiara, and her panties down her legs and kiss her behind. Step. She does, and I remove her underwear and gather her clothes together before pulling back the duvet. Into bed. Now she turns around. Join me, she says with a provocative smile. She's naked and lovely and wanton and tempting. She's also completely drunk. Get into bed. I'll be back. She sways, sits down, then flops back on the bed, and I lift her feet onto the mattress and cover her up. Are you going to punish me? She slurs. Punish you? For getting this drunk. A punishment fuck? You can do anything you want, she whispers and holds out her arms. Oh, God. A million erotic thoughts flick through my mind, and it takes all my willpower to lean over, gently plant a kiss on her forehead, and leave. In the closet, which is still full of shopping bags from her earlier trip, I place her clothes in the laundry basket and strip out of my suit and shirt. I drag on my PJs and a t-shirt and head into the bathroom. While brushing my teeth, I contemplate what I could do to a drunken Anna. She wants punishing. My thoughts do little to ease my erection. Pervert, I mouth at my reflection. I switch off the lights and head back into the bedroom. As I suspected, Anna is out cold, her hair spilling in all directions over the pillows. She looks lovely. I climb in bed beside her and roll onto my side to watch her sleep. She's going to have one hell of a hangover in the morning. Leaning over, I kiss her hair. I love you, Anastasia. I whisper, and I lay back and stare at the ceiling. I'm surprised that I'm not furious with her. No, I found her charming and funny. Maybe I'm growing up, finally. I hope so. This time next week, I'll be a married man. Wow, that was a short but good one. That's one of the funnier chapters. I really like that one. I like Drunk Anna. It's hilarious. And this time he's actually not pissed. But then again, I just said all that, didn't I? Alright, well that is going to do it for lucky number 13, chapter 13 of this book. So tune in within the next day or two, hopefully. I should have chapter 14 rolling on out. So for the Couch Potato Mike YouTube channel, this is Couch Potato Mike reminding you that in the end we're all stories. So let's make them good ones. See you next time, guys.